Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Jake, and today it's my turn to do a Meet the ALTERS. I just kind of found myself with some extra time, so I thought I'd give it a try and introduce myself. So let's get started. My name is Jake. I don't have a fancy story of where my name comes from. It's just a name that I had since I was created, a name that I identify with, a name that I did not choose. It's a name that was just there, a name that I always had. So, put these to the side, I do have a fancy story of when I first introduced myself, like alter to alter, to Isa, who is the core of the system, the original alter. I introduced myself as Michael. I was scared to introduce myself as Jake. I was scared that by her knowing this name that she may has access to some parts of the inner world she was not ready for yet. It took a while till I told her that my name is Jake. I am male. Sadly, I'm 24. My age kind of varies between being 24 and 26, but I like to refer to myself as being 24. I'm not that old. I'm gay. I am in a happy relationship with another alternate system. His name is Ikuma. I am married to him. We are pretty happy couple. Of course, there are times where we have differences, and especially in the past where Ikuma is an alter that was created due to a split. Before the split, Akuma was part of AM. AM is or was the gatekeeper of her system. He also was a persecutor. It was pretty hard to handle him. I was the only person he was talking to. I was the only person he trusted enough to sometimes get out in the world with me and lie in the front door on some sun benches, and we drank our wine together. And I really enjoyed these times because I knew he was not working. He takes his job very seriously, and I did and I still do worry about him because he takes a lot of pressure and he holds a lot of stuff. So I really love him and I'm there for him. After the split, I am split into Akuma and Zalius. I'm not in a relationship with that Zalius. I know that I always will be in a relationship with Akuma. I love him lots and lots, and I will never ever give him up for anything. Never. I love to take care of him. And with that, what's my relationship with Lexi, the girlfriend of some other alters? I'm not her boyfriend. Not only because I'm not gay, but also because I'm married. I'm a married man and I love my husband. So we are pretty good friends. We are very best friends. A little bit more than best friends. I'm like her older brother. I take care of her. I remind her of the responsibilities she has. I help her doing some chores. I help her to explain her how to cook things. I sometimes make food for her when I happen to be out. I like to cook. I really love to cook. But that's not the question right now. I can be annoying sometimes. I can be pretty bossy. Not really, but I can be. I can. Especially if someone does something in a way that I know it's totally awful and wrong. So I have to correct them. Especially with things like cooking or baking or grammar. What I look like. I have brown hair. It's not dark brown, it's more like light brown. I will blend in the picture of myself in a bit bigger. I've got green eyes. I really like my eyes. What else? I have more longer, like the anime boy here, not as much anime as like my boyfriend has, but I still look pretty gorgeous and fabulous. It's hard to describe my figure, but I will blend in a picture of kind of what my body figure looks like, what my face structure is, and how my hair, like how the length is, and how my hair in like the structures. It's just a picture that pretty much like kind of gives you the vibe of how Jakey is. So it's just like a reference for you. It's easier than to explain how I look like because hell, sometimes I've got too many lines to explain how I look like. What's my style? I usually wear makeup. I do my makeup in brown tones, in these more neutral colors, or neutral. I sometimes, or I enjoy wearing lipstick. I like liquid lipsticks. In the system, I'm also a social protector. Other than Drew, I do social protecting when we're around doctors. If we have to endure adult conversations. A lot of ALTERS have pretty much anxiety with doctors and therapists, psychiatrists, teachers, parents, adults, so I do pretty much of the work. I like to talk a lot, and I'm easy to make friends with. Well, a lot of people like me. Doesn't know I don't want to like brag or be like, oh, everybody likes me, but it's just that I'm pretty open, and the most people around me, they really like this side. So this is pretty much why I'm a social protector. But besides that, I'm also a caretaker of my husband, Ikuma. He has a pretty hard job as gatekeeper. He does not only do the work as gatekeeper, but he also has his own problems and struggles. He is a trauma holder. He does suffer from CFS, depression, and other disorders. He really has to relax sometimes and rest, which he hates. He does not like resting, especially if I tell him that he needs to. So there's sometimes a bit of drama. In the end, like, I get him to where I want him to be. It's easier for me now to take care of him. I make sure that he rests, that he still is able to keep up his work because his work is important. I also make sure that I cook in the inner world and that I make sure that the ALTERS and our system don't get. Also do cook in the inner world, and I have the job of doing the pinboard. The pinboard is a creation that I invented like years ago. It's not only a pinboard, like in the past it was just a list, like a shopping list. But instead of the groceries you would pick up at a shop, there were the things we did throughout the day that were written down. So that Ise, or whoever was fronting, could, if someone would ask them about what has happened, or if they wanted to know what was going on because of time loss and amnesia, there was a list they could like look back onto to have an overall view on what their day was like. Of course, there was no like total detailed information. It was more like a brief information, so we'll not get like totally crazy about that we didn't know what was going on. And now this is still kind of my job. Of course, not all ALTERS have access to the pinboard. It's located in our like a meeting room. It's not a meeting room, it's more like a hangout area. So the autist that don't have access to this area can't have access to the spinboard, which makes sense, right? So this is also one of my jobs. My relationship to other autists, as I mentioned before, I'm married. I'm a married man. And with the other autists, I have a pretty good relationship with Rosie and Joey. If it's true, even though we love to know each other. I'm also like his older brother. I don't have as much knowledge about the inner world as Vivi has or as my husband has. I really respect the work of him. I do respect that he does not tell me everything. I do not need to know everything in order to fulfill my role in our system. And I don't want to force him to anything. I'm so glad that I have him and that I have the chance to be his boyfriend, his husband. So I didn't want to ruin anything. I would never ever give this up, not for any secret that I don't know about our system. I really want to tell you I respect him with all of my heart. Do I like the external world? Yes, I kind of really enjoy the external world. I mean, it's not much different from the things I do in the inner world. I can dance with my bestie. I can cook, I can bake, but I usually do that in the inner world. I can enjoy watching cooking shows. I really love watching cooking shows. Cooking shows, baking shows. I really enjoy watching these. I love them. I just love learning about cooking. I love learning about baking, and that's decorating. Decorating is also something I really enjoy watching. And I can't really do that in the inner world. I can bake in the inner world, I can cook in the inner world, but I'm not able to experience really what it's like to watch a cooking show or some other drama and then chat with my bestie about what else is going on in RuPaul's Drag Race or stuff like that. So I enjoy being in the external world. I also enjoy being in the inner world, but I do like being in the external world. And in the inner world, I live in a room beneath our hangout area. Just if you go down, not sure which side True said his room was, but I guess he said right. So if you go down to the left, you will get into living room, more like a living room. There's a couch as well as upstairs, but there's also my kitchen and a little table to eat on, and I have view to the outside. I am able to cook all day, I'm able to bake all day, which I really do enjoy, and also have a door to my left as well, where I and my boyfriend Akuma are the only autists that are able to have access to this door. I won't really describe you what this room looks like. It's the room where my husband can rest. It's a room that's specially made for him. I'm sure he will talk about this in his Meet the Alters, so I don't want to claim anything of this. I also use this as a bedroom. So I sleep there. I sometimes hang out with him there. I also make sure that he gets everything he needs. My favorite food is lasagna. I love lasagna. Very tasty and it's just so delicious. I love making it. I love eating it. Favorite drink. My favorite drink is wine. Red wine to be exact. I just like to drink one after. Just like to end the day with a glass of wine. By the dinner with my boyfriend or with my bestie. So enjoy that. Favorite color? My favorite colors are, I actually love all brown tones kind of. I like pink, I like all of the colors of the rainbow. I really enjoy a lot of colors, so I don't limit it to any special color. My favorite clothing. I love wearing shirts like this. Something with stripes or something with this kind of pattern. I don't really like wearing beanies. It's not really my style. Sometimes I wear a bandana to prevent my hair from getting into something I cook. I have to wear glasses. These ones kind of don't really do it for me. I still don't see it properly. But that's just my view on this. I do like wearing or walking heels, especially that or the heels that have fit me. My favorite animal. I never really thought of having a favorite animal. I love cats. Cats are very cute and adorable. So that's what I really like. If I would be an animal, though I have no idea what I would be or what others would describe me as. So if you have any suggestions, write them down in the comments. I'm very interested in what you guys think I would be if I would be an animal. My hobbies in the inner world and in the external world. As I said before, I love cooking and baking, which I kind of do constantly in the inner world. I also love taking care of my husband. But if I'm fronting, I of course can't really take care of my husband because he's not a person that I can physically be with in the external world. So if I'm in the external world, I watch some TV shows, I chat with my bestie, I talk with her about life stuff, I got things done we have to do, organizing the room, tidying up some stuff, writing lists and making sure that I see stuff they have to see, making sure that we got the things we need. I kind of do these kind of things when I'm out. My favorite game. I really don't enjoy gaming a lot. I don't really have a favorite game. I sometimes play Sims, but not a lot. It's just not like my thing. I would enjoy reading a lot more. With that, my favorite book. I really enjoyed reading like the basics, like Harry Potter. I really enjoyed reading all the books over and over again. I enjoyed reading Lord of the Rings. I like some fantasy stuff like these. I really enjoy these. My favorite movie, oh my god. When was the last time I've seen a movie? I love watching documentaries. A lot of artists in the system love watching documentaries. My favorite season, I would say my favorite season is summer. If June and July count to summer, then my favorite season is summer. I really enjoy the Pride Month. It's just something I love to represent. It's something where I really like to go to the Pride Parade. Whether if I'm actually physically there or if someone else is there, I just really enjoy this month seeing how much people are finally expressing who they are, how many people are around you then that support you, others that you can talk to, and you can hear the stories and you see all the colors. It's just something I really enjoy. So it's kind of my favorite season. Pride Month is my favorite season. My favorite thing be a gay Disney prince because I am a prince, I'm fabulous, I've got a husband, I'm married, and there's nothing more to add to that. So this was Mommy the ALTERS. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to your channel if you're new. Love every single one of you. Lots of Jakey hugs again. Lots of Jake hugs to you guys. And we'll see all of you next time. Goodbye.